In the hustle and bustle of modern life, especially in sprawling urban centers like New York City or Los Angeles, it often feels as if we're swept away by an overwhelming tide of stress and uncertainty. The relentless demands of work, the challenges of personal relationships, and the unpredictability of daily events can leave us feeling anxious and adrift. Yet, amidst this chaos, there lies a path to serenity, a timeless philosophy known as Stoicism. This ancient school of thought offers profound insights into managing our emotions and reactions, guiding us toward a more fulfilled and resilient life. Imagine waking up to the cacophony of city sounds, the honking horns, the chatter of commuters, and the constant buzz of social media notifications. Each day presents us with a barrage of pressures, from meeting tight deadlines to navigating complicated interpersonal dynamics. It can be easy to feel like a ship tossed about on stormy seas, lacking a clear direction and purpose. But what if I told you that you have the power to chart your own course regardless of the external chaos? This is where Stoic principles come into play. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the events that happen around us, we can control how we respond to them. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This powerful insight serves as a reminder that our inner peace does not have to be dictated by our circumstances. Instead, we can cultivate resilience and fortitude through deliberate practice and reflection. In this video, we will explore 10 timeless Stoic principles that can transform the way you navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. These principles are not mere theories. They are practical tools you can apply in your everyday life, whether you are grappling with a difficult relationship, feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities, or searching for a deeper sense of purpose. By the end of our journey together, you will not only understand these principles, but also possess the knowledge and strategies to cultivate a state of calm and confidence, irrespective of the challenges life throws your way. As we delve into these fundamental Stoic teachings, consider the metaphor of a ship sailing across a vast ocean. Without a clear destination, the ship drifts aimlessly, vulnerable to every shift in the wind and wave. Similarly, life without a firm purpose can leave us directionless and easily swayed by external forces. Epictetus highlights this by asserting that difficulties show a person's character, suggesting that our response to adversity can reveal our true selves. This journey toward understanding Stoicism begins with identifying your firm purpose. What do you stand for? What kind of person do you aspire to be? These fundamental questions lay the groundwork for navigating the storms of life with unwavering resolve. Through moments of deep reflection, you can craft a purpose that acts as a compass, guiding you through turbulent waters. So, join me as we embark on this transformative journey into Stoic philosophy. Together, we will uncover the wisdom of the ancients and apply it to our modern lives, empowering you to achieve unshakable tranquility and true happiness. If you appreciate the insights we share today, consider hitting the subscribe button to stay engaged with our ongoing exploration of Stoic wisdom. Let's set sail toward a more resilient and purposeful life. 1. A firm purpose, your guiding compass. In the chaotic landscape of modern life, where distractions abound and challenges seem insurmountable, the significance of having a firm purpose cannot be overstated. Imagine navigating a vast ocean without a map or compass. You would drift aimlessly, at the mercy of the tides. Similarly, without a clear purpose, we risk becoming directionless, easily swayed by external pressures and circumstances. Stoicism teaches us that establishing a firm purpose is fundamental to achieving emotional resilience and inner peace. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who profoundly influenced the development of Stoic thought, asserted, "Difficulties show a person's character, and the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." This statement encapsulates the idea that our character is revealed not in moments of ease, but in how we respond to challenges. A firm purpose acts as a guiding light, illuminating the path ahead even in the darkest of times. It encourages us to confront difficulties with courage and determination, rather than retreating into despair. To cultivate a firm purpose, one must engage in deep reflection and self-examination. This process requires asking ourselves essential questions. What truly matters to me? What values do I want to uphold? What kind of person do I aspire to be? These inquiries are not merely academic. They demand honesty and introspection. Take the time to write down your answers. This practice can serve as a foundation for your purpose, helping you articulate what you want to achieve in both your personal and professional life. For example, consider Sarah, a marketing professional who felt overwhelmed by the demands of her job and the expectations of her peers. After some reflection, she realized that her true passion lay in helping others navigate their career paths. With this insight, she shifted her focus toward mentoring and coaching, which not only revitalized her enthusiasm for work, but also gave her a sense of purpose. Sarah's firm purpose became her compass, guiding her through the pressures of her daily responsibilities and enabling her to achieve greater fulfillment. Once you have identified your firm purpose, it becomes crucial to protect and nurture it. This is where diligence and commitment come into play. The Stoics believed that purpose is not a fleeting goal but a continual commitment to living according to one's values. Epictetus reminds us that true power lies in our ability to stay committed to our purpose despite external obstacles. This commitment requires perseverance, especially in the face of setbacks. Imagine you are working on a significant project that aligns with your purpose. You encounter numerous challenges, tight deadlines, unforeseen complications, and even criticism from colleagues. Here, your firm purpose serves as a stabilizing force. Instead of succumbing to frustration or anxiety, you can view these challenges as stepping stones on your journey. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity to demonstrate your character and strengthen your resolve. To illustrate this further, let's examine the story of Marcus, an entrepreneur who launched a startup designed to address environmental sustainability. Initially, Marcus faced significant resistance from investors who were skeptical about the viability of his business model. Instead of giving up, he doubled down on his purpose, focusing on educating potential backers about the environmental impact of his work. His firm purpose not only guided his actions but also inspired others to believe in his vision. Ultimately, Marcus secured the necessary funding and successfully launched his company, demonstrating how a strong sense of purpose can propel us through adversity. Moreover, nurturing your purpose involves daily practices that reinforce your commitment. One effective method is to set specific, achievable goals that align with your purpose. These goals act as stepping stones, bringing clarity to your path and providing a sense of accomplishment as you progress. For instance, if your purpose revolves around health and wellness, you might set a goal to exercise 3 times a week or to prepare healthy meals at home. Each time you achieve a goal, no matter how small, you reinforce your commitment to your purpose and build your confidence. Epictetus emphasized the importance of being proactive in our pursuits. He stated, "You are a little soul carrying around a corpse." This poignant reminder encourages us to recognize the transient nature of life and to make the most of our time. By living with a firm purpose, We honor our existence and make decisions aligned with our values. It serves as a call to action, urging us to engage fully in our lives rather than passively drifting along. In addition, reflecting on your progress regularly can help you stay aligned with your purpose. Consider keeping a journal where you document your thoughts, experiences, and how they relate to your firm purpose. This practice of self-reflection not only enhances self-awareness, but also enables you to make necessary adjustments as you navigate through life's complexities. By examining your experiences through the lens of your purpose, you can identify what resonates with you and what detracts from your journey. It's also essential to remain adaptable. Life is inherently unpredictable, and rigidly clinging to a singular vision can lead to frustration. Stoicism teaches us to be flexible in our approach while remaining steadfast in our commitment. If circumstances change or your interests evolve, don't be afraid to reassess and redefine your purpose. This adaptability is crucial for long-term success and fulfillment. Consider the case of Lisa, a teacher whose initial purpose was to inspire her students through traditional methods. However, as she encountered new educational technologies and pedagogical approaches, she realized that her purpose could evolve to embrace these tools. By integrating modern teaching methods into her curriculum, Lisa not only enhanced her students' learning experiences, but also reignited her passion for teaching. This adaptability exemplifies how a firm purpose can evolve while remaining true to one's core values. Finally, remember that your purpose is not solely for your benefit. Stoicism emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity and the importance of contributing to the greater good. By living according to your firm purpose, you can inspire and uplift those around you, whether through mentorship, community service, or simply by embodying your values in daily interactions. Your commitment to purpose can have a ripple effect, positively influencing others. In conclusion, establishing a firm purpose is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. It serves as your guiding compass, helping you stay grounded amid the chaos. As you reflect on your values, nurture your purpose, and commit to living authentically, you will develop the resilience needed to overcome obstacles and maintain your inner peace. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and let your firm purpose illuminate your path toward a more fulfilling life. 2. Diligence and Commitment. Nurturing your purpose. In the pursuit of a firm purpose, diligence and commitment are essential ingredients that transform aspirations into reality. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of consistent effort and unwavering dedication. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This quote encapsulates the essence of diligence. It is through our committed efforts that we create the conditions for success, even when faced with adversity. When we talk about diligence, we refer to a steadfastness in pursuing our goals, regardless of the obstacles that may arise. Life in bustling cities like Chicago or San Francisco can present numerous challenges that threaten to derail our pursuits. Whether it's the pressure of work deadlines, the demands of family responsibilities, or the stress of social obligations, maintaining a diligent mindset is crucial. It is easy to become overwhelmed and lose sight of our purpose, but Stoicism teaches us to remain focused and resilient. One practical way to cultivate diligence is to establish a daily routine that aligns with your purpose. For instance, if your purpose involves promoting mental health awareness, you might dedicate time each day to reading relevant literature, engaging in community outreach, or even practicing self-care to maintain your own well-being. By incorporating these activities into your daily life, you create a structure that reinforces your commitment to your purpose. Let's consider the story of James, a software engineer who aspired to develop an app aimed at improving mental health. Initially, James faced numerous setbacks, including technical issues and skepticism from potential users. Instead of succumbing to frustration, he committed himself to learning new programming languages and exploring user feedback. Each day, he dedicated a few hours to honing his skills and refining his app based on the insights he gathered. This diligence not only improved his product but also deepened his understanding of users' needs, ultimately leading to a successful launch. As you navigate your own path, remember that setbacks are not signs of failure but valuable opportunities for growth. The Stoics believed that every challenge is a chance to build character and resilience. Epictetus emphasized this when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When faced with difficulties, reflect on how you can respond with diligence and determination. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve my approach moving forward? Additionally, embracing a growth mindset is vital in nurturing your purpose. A growth mindset, as popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When faced with obstacles, individuals with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities to learn rather than as insurmountable barriers. This perspective aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which encourages us to embrace discomfort and adversity as catalysts for personal development. Consider Sarah, a recent college graduate who landed a position in a highly competitive marketing firm. Initially, she felt overwhelmed by the fast-paced environment and the high expectations of her supervisors. Instead of retreating in fear, Sarah chose to adopt a growth mindset. She sought feedback from her colleagues, attended workshops, and invested time in self-study. Over time, her confidence grew and she became a valuable asset to her team. This transformation was a direct result of her diligence and commitment to her purpose of becoming a skilled marketer. To effectively nurture your diligence, it is essential to set specific, achievable goals that align with your overarching purpose. These goals serve as benchmarks, providing you with a clear direction and a sense of accomplishment as you make progress. Break down your long-term purpose into smaller, manageable tasks. For example, if your purpose is to contribute to environmental sustainability, your goals might include reducing personal waste, volunteering for local cleanup events, or advocating for policy changes. Each completed goal reinforces your commitment and propels you closer to your ultimate purpose. Moreover, accountability can significantly enhance your diligence. Sharing your goals with others creates a support system that encourages you to stay committed. Seek out an accountability partner or join a group of like-minded individuals who share similar aspirations. Regular check-ins and discussions can help keep you motivated and focused on your purpose. The Stoics believed in the power of community, and surrounding yourself with supportive people can bolster your resolve in times of difficulty. Incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine can also enhance your diligence. Mindfulness allows you to stay present and aware of your thoughts and feelings, helping you cultivate a deeper understanding of your motivations and desires. By practicing mindfulness, you can identify distractions and negative thoughts that may hinder your commitment. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or journaling can help you maintain focus on your purpose and foster a sense of calm amidst external chaos. For instance, imagine you are working on a significant project related to your purpose, but distractions from social media and work emails are pulling your attention away. By incorporating mindfulness practices, you can create designated focus time where you turn off notifications and fully immerse yourself in your work. This commitment to being present not only boosts productivity but also reinforces your dedication to your purpose. Furthermore, it is crucial to be patient with yourself throughout this journey. Diligence does not equate to constant progress. There will be days when motivation wanes and obstacles feel insurmountable. Stoicism teaches us to embrace patience and recognize that growth takes time. As Seneca wisely stated, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Acknowledge that setbacks are a natural part of the journey and that perseverance is key to overcoming them. Let's revisit James, who, despite his diligent efforts, faced a period where progress on his app stalled due to unexpected challenges. Rather than becoming discouraged, he took a step back to reassess his approach. He sought mentorship from experienced developers and dedicated time to refining his concept. This period of patience and reflection ultimately led to breakthroughs that propelled his project forward. By remaining committed to his purpose and trusting the process, James exemplified the Stoic principle of resilience. As you cultivate diligence and commitment in your own life, remember that your purpose is not just for your benefit, it extends to those around you. By embodying your purpose and demonstrating commitment, you can inspire others to pursue their own aspirations. Your journey can serve as a beacon of hope and motivation for those who may be struggling to find their path. In conclusion, nurturing your purpose through diligence and commitment is fundamental to achieving emotional mastery and personal fulfillment. By establishing daily routines, embracing a growth mindset, setting achievable goals, and incorporating mindfulness practices, you can cultivate the resilience needed to navigate life's challenges. Remember that every setback is an opportunity for growth and that your unwavering commitment to your purpose can inspire those around you. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that reminds us it is not the external circumstances that define us, but our reactions and choices in the face of adversity. With diligence and commitment as your guiding forces, you can transform your aspirations into reality and lead a life of purpose and fulfillment. 3. Emotional control and mindfulness, mastering your reactions. In our fast-paced, modern world, emotional turbulence is an inevitable reality. Whether it's the stress of a demanding job, conflicts in personal relationships, or the constant barrage of information from social media, our emotions can sometimes feel overwhelming. However, Stoicism equips us with powerful tools to regain control and master our emotional responses. At the heart of this practice lies the understanding that while we cannot always control external events, we can profoundly influence how we react to them. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight serves as a guiding principle for emotional control. Emotions are not inherently negative, they are natural responses to our experiences. However, how we manage these emotions can significantly impact our quality of life. By cultivating emotional awareness and practicing mindfulness, we can learn to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. Understanding emotional triggers. To effectively manage our emotions, we first need to identify what triggers them. Emotional triggers are stimuli or situations that provoke strong emotional reactions, whether it's anger, anxiety, or sadness. For instance, consider the scenario of receiving critical feedback from a supervisor at work. This feedback, if not processed mindfully, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration. However, if we take a step back and analyze the situation, we can recognize that the feedback is not a reflection of our worth, but rather an opportunity for growth. Practicing mindfulness can help us create that space between stimulus and response. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or even taking a brief walk can help ground us and provide the clarity needed to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. For instance, before responding to critical feedback, take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to process the information without immediate emotional reaction. This practice can transform a potentially negative experience into a constructive learning opportunity. Building emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stress and adversity. It is a skill that can be developed through consistent practice and self-reflection. Stoicism teaches us that setbacks and challenges are part of life's journey. As Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. By recognizing that we can control our internal responses, we empower ourselves to face challenges with greater resilience. To build emotional resilience, consider adopting a daily practice of self-reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on your emotional responses to various situations. Ask yourself questions like, how did I react to stress today? Were there moments when I lost control of my emotions? What could I have done differently? This practice of reflection allows us to learn from our experiences and refine our emotional responses over time. For example, if you find that a particular situation consistently triggers anxiety, you can develop strategies to manage that anxiety more effectively. Perhaps you could prepare in advance for meetings that provoke nervousness or practice positive affirmations to boost your confidence. Mindfulness techniques for emotional control. Incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routine can significantly enhance your emotional control. Here are several practical strategies to consider. Mindful breathing. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This simple practice can help calm your mind and center your thoughts, making it easier to respond to challenging situations. Gratitude journaling. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from negative emotions to positive aspects of your life, fostering a more optimistic mindset. It reinforces the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control and appreciating the present moment. Body scan meditation. Lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Gradually bring your attention to each part of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to your head. Notice any tension or discomfort and consciously relax those areas. This practice helps you connect with your body and can aid in releasing emotional stress. Visualization. Imagine a challenging scenario you might face, such as a difficult conversation with a colleague. Visualize yourself responding calmly and effectively. This mental rehearsal prepares you for real-life situations, enhancing your emotional resilience when faced with similar challenges. Responding to criticism with Stoic wisdom. One of the most significant challenges to emotional control arises from criticism. In our interconnected world, we are often subjected to differing opinions and feedback, which can trigger strong emotional reactions. Stoicism teaches us to view criticism not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for growth. Epictetus reminds us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. This quote emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for our reactions. When faced with criticism, practice the following steps. Pause and breathe. Before responding, take a moment to breathe deeply and collect your thoughts. This pause can prevent impulsive reactions driven by hurt feelings. Seek understanding. Instead of becoming defensive, ask clarifying questions. For example, can you provide specific feedback on what I could improve? This approach not only demonstrates maturity but also opens up a constructive dialogue. Reflect on validity. Consider whether there is any truth to the criticism. If it is valid, view it as a chance to learn and grow. If it is not, remind yourself that the critic's opinion does not define your worth. Practice detachment. Recognize that you cannot control how others perceive you. Focus on aligning your actions with your values rather than seeking external validation. By adopting these strategies, you can transform potentially negative experiences into valuable lessons, reinforcing your emotional resilience. The power of cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing is a powerful technique rooted in Stoic philosophy. It involves changing the way we perceive a situation to alter our emotional response. For instance, if you're anxious about an upcoming presentation, instead of viewing it as a threat, reframe it as a chance to share your knowledge and connect with your audience. This shift in perspective can significantly reduce anxiety and enhance your performance. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, you have the power to change your mind. By consciously reframing your thoughts, you can cultivate a mindset that fosters emotional control and resilience. Embracing emotions without judgment. Finally, it is essential to acknowledge that emotions are a natural part of the human experience. Stoicism does not advocate suppressing emotions, but rather understanding and managing them. When we accept our emotions without judgment, we can respond more effectively to them. For example, if you feel anger bubbling up during a heated discussion, instead of pushing it away, acknowledge it. I feel angry right now. By recognizing the emotion, you create space to choose how to respond rather than react impulsively. In conclusion, mastering our emotional responses is a vital aspect of Stoic philosophy and an essential skill for navigating the complexities of modern life. By cultivating emotional awareness, practicing mindfulness, and employing techniques such as cognitive reframing, we can learn to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. Remember that emotional control is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. Each moment of reflection and every mindful breath brings you one step closer to emotional mastery. As you embrace the teachings of Stoicism, you will find that the power to shape your reactions lies within you, leading to a more resilient and fulfilling life. 4. Guarding the mind, protecting your inner peace. In a world filled with distractions, negativity, and constant information overload, guarding your mind has become more crucial than ever. The Stoics understood the significance of mental fortitude and the impact of external influences on our emotional well-being. As the philosopher Seneca wisely stated, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This poignant observation reminds us that much of our emotional turmoil stems from the stories we tell ourselves and the thoughts we allow to dominate our minds. By learning to guard our minds, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace. Understanding the power of thoughts. Our thoughts are powerful. They shape our perceptions, influence our emotions, and ultimately dictate our actions. The Stoics believed that we must take responsibility for our thoughts, as they are the foundation of our mental landscape. Epictetus famously remarked, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote underscores the importance of self-mastery and the need to critically examine our internal dialogue. To effectively guard your mind, begin by developing a heightened awareness of your thoughts. Pay attention to the narratives that run through your mind, particularly during stressful situations. For example, when faced with a challenging task at work, do you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this, I will fail"? Such negative self-talk can undermine your confidence and lead to anxiety. Instead, practice reframing these thoughts. "I may face challenges, but I can learn and grow from this experience." By consciously shifting your internal dialogue, you can cultivate a more positive mindset. Setting mental boundaries. Just as you would protect your physical space from clutter and negativity, it is equally important to set mental boundaries. The Stoics believed in the necessity of surrounding oneself with positive influences that uplift and inspire. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This principle emphasizes the importance of choosing what we allow into our mental space. To create mental boundaries, consider the following strategies. Limit negative input. Be mindful of the information you consume. In a world dominated by social media and news cycles, it is easy to become overwhelmed by negativity. Set boundaries around your media consumption. For example, designate specific times for checking news or social media and consider unfollowing accounts that consistently promote negativity or fear. Engage in positive conversations. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire and support you. Seek out relationships that foster growth and positivity. Engaging in meaningful conversations with like-minded individuals can provide motivation and encouragement during challenging times. Create a positive environment. Your physical environment can significantly impact your mental state. Surround yourself with objects that inspire you, whether it's motivational quotes displayed on your walls, plants that bring a sense of calm, or books that challenge your thinking. By curating a positive environment, you reinforce your commitment to guarding your mind. Practicing mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for guarding the mind. These practices help create a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. As Epictetus taught, it is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. Mindfulness allows us to recognize and challenge these opinions, empowering us to choose our responses. To incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, consider the following techniques. Meditation. Set aside time each day for meditation. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently return your focus to your breath. This practice cultivates awareness and helps you detach from negative thought patterns. Mindful observation. Throughout your day, take moments to pause and observe your surroundings. Whether you are walking in a park or sitting in a cafe, engage your senses. Notice the colors, sounds, and smells around you. This practice grounds you in the present moment and helps reduce anxiety about the future. Gratitude practice. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you are grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what you have, reinforcing a positive mindset. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you appreciate each day. This simple practice can significantly enhance your mental well-being. Guarding against toxic influences. In our interconnected world, we often encounter toxic individuals and situations that can drain our energy and undermine our mental peace. Stoicism teaches us to recognize these influences and take steps to protect ourselves. As Seneca wisely stated, a great mind is a great fortress. By fortifying our minds against negativity, we create a protective barrier that allows us to thrive. Here are some practical strategies for guarding against toxic influences. Identify toxic relationships. Assess your relationships and identify individuals who consistently bring negativity into your life. This might include friends, colleagues, or even family members. While it's essential to maintain compassion, it's equally important to set boundaries. Limit your exposure to toxic individuals and focus on nurturing relationships that uplift you. Practice assertiveness. When faced with toxic behavior, assert yourself calmly and confidently. Communicate your boundaries clearly. For example, if a colleague constantly criticizes your work, address the issue directly. I appreciate feedback, but I would prefer constructive suggestions rather than criticism. This assertiveness reinforces your mental boundaries and encourages healthier interactions. Engage in self-care. Prioritize self-care activities that rejuvenate your mind and spirit. Engage in hobbies, exercise, or spend time in nature. When you prioritize self-care, you bolster your mental resilience and create a buffer against negative influences. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset, believing that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning, is essential for guarding your mind. This perspective aligns with Stoic principles, emphasizing that challenges are opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to view obstacles as stepping stones rather than setbacks. To cultivate a growth mindset, consider these strategies. View failure as feedback. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a valuable opportunity to learn. When you encounter setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This reframing allows you to maintain a positive outlook and continue moving forward despite challenges. Embrace challenges. Seek out challenges that push you outside your comfort zone. Whether it's taking on a new project at work or learning a new skill, actively embracing challenges fosters resilience and mental strength. Celebrate progress, acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Recognizing progress reinforces your commitment to growth and encourages you to continue pursuing your goals. In conclusion, guarding your mind is an essential practice for maintaining inner peace and emotional resilience. By developing awareness of your thoughts, setting mental boundaries, and incorporating mindfulness techniques, you can create a protective shield against negativity. Remember that the Stoics believed in the power of self-mastery and the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive influences. As you cultivate these practices in your daily life, you will find that your ability to navigate challenges with grace and composure strengthens over time. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and let it guide you in protecting your mental well-being, allowing you to thrive in the face of life's uncertainties. 5. Handling criticism, responding with grace. Criticism is an inevitable part of life, especially in our interconnected world where opinions are readily shared and feedback is often given, sometimes unsolicited. Whether it comes from colleagues, friends, or even strangers on social media, criticism can evoke strong emotional reactions. However, Stoic philosophy offers powerful strategies for handling criticism gracefully, allowing us to maintain our composure and grow from the experience. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This profound insight emphasizes that our emotional responses to criticism stem not from the criticism itself, but from how we interpret and react to it. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can transform criticism into an opportunity for self-improvement rather than a source of distress. Understanding the nature of criticism. To effectively handle criticism, we must first understand its nature. Criticism can be constructive or destructive, and recognizing this distinction is crucial. Constructive criticism aims to provide helpful feedback that encourages growth and improvement, while destructive criticism often seeks to undermine confidence and self-worth. When receiving criticism, take a moment to assess its intent. Ask yourself, is this feedback meant to help me grow? Is it based on factual observations or merely a personal opinion? What can I learn from this experience? For instance, if a colleague points out an error in your project, consider the feedback as an opportunity to refine your skills rather than as a personal attack. By viewing criticism through this lens, you shift your focus from defensiveness to growth. Practicing emotional detachment. One of the keys to handling criticism gracefully is practicing emotional detachment. This does not mean suppressing your feelings, but rather creating a space between the criticism and your emotional response. Epictetus advised, "You have the power to choose your response. By recognizing that you control your reactions, you can respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively." When faced with criticism, try the following steps. Pause and breathe. Take a moment to breathe deeply and collect your thoughts before responding. This pause allows you to process the feedback without an emotional reaction clouding your judgment. Acknowledge your feelings. It's natural to feel hurt or defensive when receiving criticism. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel this way, but it doesn't have to dictate your response. Stepping back, imagine you are an observer in this situation. How would you advise a friend who received the same feedback? This perspective can help you detach emotionally and respond with clarity. Seeking constructive insights. Once you've created space between the criticism and your response, focus on extracting constructive insights from the feedback. Even if the criticism feels harsh, there may be valuable lessons to learn. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By choosing to respond to criticism with grace, you embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom and self-control. Consider the following strategies for seeking constructive insights. Ask clarifying questions. If the criticism is vague or unclear, seek further explanation. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your feedback. Can you provide specific examples of what I could improve?" This approach demonstrates your willingness to learn and grow. Reflect on validity. After receiving feedback, take time to reflect on its validity. Are there elements of truth in the criticism? If so, consider how you can use this information to improve your work or behavior. Separate identity from feedback. Remember that criticism of your work or actions is not a reflection of your worth as a person. By separating your identity from the feedback, you can evaluate it more objectively. For example, if a team leader criticizes a presentation you delivered, instead of internalizing the feedback as a personal failure, recognize it as an opportunity to enhance your public speaking skills. This mindset shift allows you to grow without sacrificing your self-esteem. Practicing patience and empathy. Handling criticism gracefully requires patience and empathy, both for yourself and the critic. When faced with harsh feedback, it's easy to react defensively or with anger. However, Stoicism encourages us to respond with patience and understanding. Practice patience. When receiving criticism, take a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before responding. This pause allows you to approach the situation with a calm demeanor. As Seneca noted, the greatest obstacle to live is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Focus on the present moment and respond thoughtfully. Empathize with the critic. Consider the perspective of the person delivering the criticism. What might be motivating their feedback? Are they facing their own challenges? Practicing empathy can help you respond with grace and maintain a positive relationship. For instance, if a peer criticizes your work during a meeting, instead of reacting defensively, consider that their feedback may stem from their desire to improve the overall project. By acknowledging their intentions and responding thoughtfully, you can foster collaboration rather than conflict. Building resilience through criticism. Criticism can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth if approached with the right mindset. By embracing feedback as an opportunity to build resilience, you can develop a stronger character and a more robust sense of self. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This principle highlights the idea that obstacles, including criticism, can serve as stepping stones on our journey to self-improvement. Here are some practical strategies for building resilience through criticism. Reframe criticism as growth. Rather than viewing criticism as a negative experience, see it as a chance to develop and strengthen your skills. Each piece of feedback is an opportunity to refine your approach and enhance your abilities. Reflect on past criticism. Consider past instances of criticism that initially felt painful but ultimately led to growth. Reflecting on these experiences can help you recognize the value of constructive feedback and build your resilience. Seek continuous improvement. Embrace the mindset of lifelong learning. Set goals for self-improvement based on the feedback you receive. For example, if you receive criticism about your time management skills, consider enrolling in a workshop or reading books on productivity. In conclusion, handling criticism gracefully is an essential skill that can enhance your personal and professional life. By understanding the nature of criticism, practicing emotional detachment, seeking constructive insights, and cultivating patience and empathy, you can transform potentially negative experiences into valuable opportunities for growth. Remember that criticism is not a reflection of your worth, but rather an avenue for self-improvement. As you embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, you will find that responding to criticism with grace not only strengthens your character, but also fosters healthier relationships and a more resilient mindset. By mastering the art of handling criticism, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with confidence and dignity, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. 6. Transforming offense, opportunities for growth. In our daily interactions, we inevitably encounter situations that offend us, whether it's a rude comment from a stranger, a dismissive remark from a colleague, or criticism from friends or family. These moments can trigger strong emotional reactions, leading to feelings of anger, frustration, or hurt. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that we have the power to transform these offenses into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can navigate these challenges with grace and resilience. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This insight emphasizes that our emotional responses to offense stem not from the words or actions of others, but from our interpretations and reactions. By changing how we perceive and respond to offenses, we can cultivate a more resilient and positive mindset. Understanding the nature of offense. To effectively transform offense, we must first understand its nature. Offense often arises from our expectations of how others should behave. When someone acts contrary to these expectations, we may feel hurt or insulted. However, Stoicism teaches us to recognize that we cannot control the actions or opinions of others. Instead, we can control our reactions and attitudes. Consider the example of receiving a critical comment from a colleague during a meeting. If you perceive this comment as a personal attack, it can lead to feelings of anger and defensiveness. However, if you recognize that this colleague's opinion is shaped by their own experiences and biases, you can detach your self-worth from their feedback and respond more constructively. Practicing emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is a crucial step in transforming offense into growth. By acknowledging our feelings without judgment, we create space for reflection and understanding. When we feel offended, take a moment to pause and identify the specific emotions that arise. Are you feeling hurt, angry, or disappointed? Naming these emotions can help you process them and prevent impulsive reactions. For example, imagine you receive a dismissive comment from a friend about a project you're passionate about. Instead of reacting defensively, take a deep breath and ask yourself, why does this comment affect me so deeply? This reflection can reveal underlying insecurities or unmet expectations, allowing you to address these feelings constructively. Cognitive reframing, a Stoic technique. Cognitive reframing is a powerful Stoic technique that involves changing the way we perceive a situation to alter our emotional response. When we encounter offense, we can practice reframing by looking for the potential lessons or insights within the experience. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. By consciously shifting our focus, we can transform offense into an opportunity for growth. Consider the scenario of receiving negative feedback on a presentation. Instead of dwelling on the sting of the critique, reframe the situation. This feedback provides me with valuable insights on how to improve my communication skills. I can use this experience to become a better presenter. This shift in perspective allows you to approach criticism with a growth mindset, fostering resilience and self-improvement. Embracing empathy and perspective-taking. Another effective way to transform offense is by practicing empathy and perspective-taking. When someone offends us, it is easy to view their actions solely through our lens. However, understanding the motivations and experiences of others can help us respond with compassion rather than anger. Empathy allows us to recognize that everyone has their struggles and their offensive behavior may stem from their own insecurities or frustrations. For instance, if a coworker snaps at you during a busy day, instead of taking offense, consider the pressure they may be under. They might be dealing with tight deadlines or personal issues that influence their behavior. By adopting this empathetic perspective, you can choose to respond with kindness and understanding, which can help de-escalate the situation and foster a more positive environment. Practicing forgiveness, a path to freedom. Forgiveness is a fundamental aspect of transforming offense into growth. Holding on to resentment can weigh heavily on our minds and hearts, preventing us from moving forward. Stoicism teaches us that forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior but rather releasing its hold on us. As Seneca articulated, forgiveness is the highest virtue of the brave. To practice forgiveness, consider the following steps. Acknowledge your feelings. Recognize the hurt or anger you feel in response to the offense. Allow yourself to feel these emotions without judgment. Reflect on the impact. Consider how holding on to resentment affects your well-being. Acknowledge that forgiving someone is a gift you give yourself, freeing you from the burden of negative emotions. Choose to forgive. Make a conscious decision to let go of the offense. This may involve mentally repeating affirmations such as, "I choose to forgive this person," and release the negativity associated with their actions. Focus on growth. After forgiving, shift your focus to personal growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I ensure that I respond differently in the future? For example, if you find yourself harboring resentment toward a friend who made a hurtful remark, acknowledge your feelings and consciously decide to forgive them. Reflect on what you can learn about your own sensitivities and how to communicate your feelings more effectively in the future. Utilizing criticism as a catalyst for growth. Criticism, whether constructive or not, can serve as a powerful catalyst for growth. Instead of viewing it solely as an offense, consider how it can propel you towards self-improvement. By embracing a growth mindset, you can transform criticism into actionable insights. For instance, if a mentor provides critical feedback on your performance, rather than taking it personally, view it as a chance to refine your skills. Create an action plan to address the feedback, setting specific goals for improvement. This proactive approach not only enhances your abilities but also reinforces your resilience in the face of adversity. Developing resilience through reflection. Finally, developing resilience requires consistent reflection on our experiences with offense. At the end of each day, take time to journal about moments when you felt offended. Reflect on how you responded and what you could have done differently. This practice of self-reflection enhances your emotional awareness and equips you with strategies to handle future offenses more gracefully. For example, if you felt offended by a colleague's comment during a meeting, write about the incident, your emotional response, and how you could reframe the situation in a more constructive light. This ongoing practice fosters personal growth and prepares you to navigate similar situations with greater composure in the future. In conclusion, transforming feelings of offense into opportunities for growth is a vital skill cultivated through Stoic philosophy. By understanding the nature of offense, practicing emotional awareness, reframing criticism, embracing empathy, and actively forgiving, we can cultivate resilience and inner strength. Remember that your reactions to offense are within your control. As you embrace the teachings of Stoicism, you will find that each offense can become a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness and personal development. By mastering the art of transforming offense into growth, you empower yourself to lead a more fulfilling and meaningful life, equipped to navigate the complexities of human interactions with grace and wisdom. 7. Confronting fear and shame. Building resilience. Fear and shame are powerful emotions that can significantly impact our lives, often hindering our ability to pursue our goals and live authentically. In a world filled with expectations and pressures, it's natural to experience these feelings, but Stoic philosophy provides us with valuable insights and practical strategies to confront and manage them. By understanding the nature of fear and shame and applying Stoic principles, we can cultivate resilience and maintain our inner strength. Understanding the nature of fear. Fear is a natural human response, often rooted in the anticipation of negative outcomes or the unknown. It serves as a protective mechanism, alerting us to potential dangers and threats. However, excessive fear can paralyze us, preventing us from taking action and seizing opportunities. As Epictetus wisely stated, "What frightens and dismays us is not the events themselves, but how we think about them." This quote highlights that our perception of fear significantly influences how we experience it. To effectively confront fear, we must first identify its sources. Common fears include fear of failure, the anxiety of not meeting expectations or disappointing others; fear of rejection, the apprehension of being judged or turned away by peers or loved ones; fear of the unknown, the uncertainty associated with new experiences or changes in our lives. For instance, consider the fear of public speaking, which affects many individuals. This fear often arises from the anticipation of negative judgments from the audience. However, by recognizing that the audience is typically supportive and not focused on scrutiny, we can reframe our perception of this fear. Cognitive reframing, a Stoic strategy. Cognitive reframing is a powerful Stoic technique that involves changing our perspective on a situation to alter our emotional response. By reframing fear as an opportunity for growth, we can transform our mindset and confront our anxieties with confidence. For example, if you fear a job interview, instead of viewing it solely as a stressful event, consider it an opportunity to showcase your skills and connect with potential employers. Reframing the situation in this way reduces the weight of fear and allows you to approach it with a positive attitude. Another effective strategy is to break down your fears into manageable components. For instance, if you fear failure in a new project, ask yourself, what specific aspects of this project make me anxious? What evidence supports my fear of failure? What steps can I take to prepare and mitigate this fear? By breaking down your fears, You gain clarity and can develop actionable strategies to address them. This process of decomposition empowers you to confront your fears systematically, rather than allowing them to overwhelm you. Facing shame, acknowledging vulnerability. Shame is a deeply rooted emotion that often stems from societal expectations, past mistakes, or feelings of inadequacy. It can lead to self-doubt and a reluctance to express our true selves. Stoicism teaches us that acknowledging our vulnerabilities is not a sign of weakness, but rather a step toward personal growth. As Marcus Aurelius stated, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." By confronting shame head-on, we can transform it into a catalyst for self-improvement. To confront shame, consider these strategies. Recognize and acknowledge shame. The first step in overcoming shame is to recognize it. Acknowledge the specific situations or experiences that trigger feelings of shame. For example, if you feel ashamed about a past mistake, reflect on the circumstances that led to it. Reframe your narrative. Instead of viewing your past mistakes as defining moments, reframe them as opportunities for growth. Instead of saying, "I failed and am unworthy," consider saying, "I learned valuable lessons from this experience that will help me move forward." Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and experiences shame. It is part of being human. By practicing self-compassion, you can reduce the intensity of shame and foster a more positive self-image. Building resilience through exposure. One effective method for confronting fear and shame is through gradual exposure. This approach involves intentionally facing your fears in small, manageable steps. By gradually exposing yourself to what you fear, you can desensitize yourself and build resilience. For example, if you have a fear of public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror or recording yourself. Gradually progress to speaking in front of a small group of friends or family before working your way up to larger audiences. Each successful step reinforces your confidence and reduces the power of fear. Similarly, if you experience shame about a particular aspect of your life, consider sharing your feelings with a trusted friend or mentor. By opening up about your vulnerabilities, you not only confront your shame but also invite support and understanding from others. This process of sharing can be incredibly liberating and empowering. Utilizing mindfulness to manage fear and shame. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that can help us manage fear and shame by grounding us in the present moment. By cultivating mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing us to respond to fear and shame with clarity and composure. To incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, consider the following techniques. Mindful breathing. Take a few moments each day to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This practice calms your mind and helps you center your thoughts, reducing anxiety. Body scan meditation. Lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Gradually bring your attention to each part of your body, noticing any tension or discomfort. This practice enhances your awareness of physical sensations and promotes relaxation. Mindful observation. Throughout your day, take moments to pause and observe your surroundings. Engage your senses by noticing the colors, sounds, and smells around you. This practice grounds you in the present moment and helps reduce anxiety about the future. The role of community in overcoming fear and shame. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of community and social support in overcoming fear and shame. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals can significantly enhance your resilience. As Marcus Aurelius noted, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Recognizing that everyone faces their struggles can foster empathy and connection. Engaging with a community that values personal growth and encourages open dialogue can provide a safe space for confronting fear and shame. Consider joining groups or organizations that align with your interests or values, where you can share your experiences and learn from others. In conclusion, confronting fear and shame is a vital aspect of building resilience and personal growth. By understanding the nature of these emotions, practicing cognitive reframing, embracing vulnerability, and utilizing mindfulness techniques, we can transform fear and shame into opportunities for self-improvement. Remember that both fear and shame are natural human experiences, and they do not define your worth or capabilities. As you embrace the teachings of Stoicism and face these emotions head-on, you will cultivate the resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. By mastering the art of confronting fear and shame, you empower yourself to lead a more authentic and fulfilling life, unburdened by the weight of negative emotions. 8. Anticipating obstacles, preparing for life's challenges. In the journey of life, challenges and obstacles are not merely possibilities, they are certainties. Whether in our personal relationships, careers, or daily routines, we will inevitably face setbacks and difficulties. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of anticipating these obstacles and preparing ourselves to confront them effectively. By doing so, we can maintain our composure and resilience, transforming potential adversities into opportunities for growth. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This quote encapsulates the essence of anticipating obstacles. By preparing ourselves for challenges, we position ourselves to navigate them with grace and effectiveness. Understanding the nature of obstacles. Obstacles can take many forms, including external challenges such as job loss, relationship conflicts, or health issues, as well as internal struggles like self-doubt and fear. To effectively anticipate these obstacles, we must first recognize that they are a natural part of life. The Stoics believed that difficulties are not inherently negative, rather, they are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. For example, consider the story of Maria, a young professional who faced significant challenges in her career. After being laid off from her job unexpectedly, she felt disheartened and uncertain about her future. However, instead of succumbing to despair, Maria chose to view this obstacle as an opportunity to reevaluate her career goals. She used this time to acquire new skills and network with industry professionals, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling job that aligned with her passions. By recognizing the potential for growth within her obstacle, Maria transformed a setback into a stepping stone toward a brighter future. The importance of premeditatio malorum. One of the most effective Stoic techniques for anticipating obstacles is the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This technique involves mentally rehearsing potential challenges and considering how you would respond to them. By envisioning obstacles before they occur, you prepare yourself to face them calmly and thoughtfully. To practice premeditatio malorum, follow these steps. Identify potential obstacles. Take time to reflect on your goals and the possible challenges you may encounter. For example, if you are preparing for a big presentation at work, consider what obstacles could arise, such as technical difficulties or tough questions from the audience. Visualize scenarios. Imagine these obstacles occurring in detail. How would you feel? What thoughts would arise? By visualizing these scenarios, you familiarize yourself with the emotions and reactions you may experience. Plan your responses. After envisioning potential obstacles, develop strategies for how you will respond. For instance, if technical difficulties arise during your presentation, you could prepare backup materials or practice explaining your points without relying on technology. By having a plan in place, you reduce anxiety and increase your confidence. Rehearse mindfully. Repeat this visualization exercise regularly. The more you mentally prepare for obstacles, the more resilient you will become when facing them in real life. Building mental resilience. Anticipating obstacles is not only about preparing for external challenges, but also about building mental resilience. Mental resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and maintain a positive mindset in the face of adversity. Stoicism teaches us that our thoughts play a crucial role in how we experience challenges. To build mental resilience, consider the following strategies. Practice positive self-talk. The way we speak to ourselves can significantly impact our mindset. When faced with obstacles, replace negative self-talk with constructive affirmations. For example, instead of saying, "I can't handle this," reframe it to, "I have the strength and resources to overcome this challenge." Focus on what you can control. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. When confronted with obstacles, redirect your energy toward actions you can take rather than worrying about external factors. As Epictetus advised, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Reflect on past challenges. Take time to reflect on previous obstacles you have faced and how you overcame them. Consider the lessons learned and the strengths you developed through these experiences. This reflection reinforces your ability to handle future challenges. For example, if you previously faced a challenging project at work and successfully navigated it, remind yourself of the skills and resilience you demonstrated. This reflection can bolster your confidence when facing new obstacles. Embracing adaptability. Life is inherently unpredictable, and rigid expectations can lead to disappointment and stress. Embracing adaptability is a key component of anticipating obstacles. Stoicism teaches us to remain flexible and open to change, allowing us to adjust our plans as needed. To embrace adaptability, consider the following strategies. Cultivate a flexible mindset. Approach challenges with a willingness to adapt your plans. If a project at work takes an unexpected turn, instead of resisting the change, ask yourself, how can I adjust my approach to achieve my goals? Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware, allowing you to recognize potential challenges early. By cultivating mindfulness, you enhance your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Seek feedback. When facing obstacles, don't hesitate to seek feedback from trusted colleagues or mentors. They can offer valuable perspectives and insights that may help you navigate challenges more effectively. Creating a support network. Anticipating obstacles does not mean facing challenges alone. Building a strong support network can significantly enhance your resilience. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of community and social connections, reminding us that we are not isolated in our struggles. To create a support network, consider the following steps. Identify supportive individuals. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out friends, colleagues, or mentors who share similar values and goals. Engage in open communication. Foster open communication within your support network. Share your goals, challenges, and fears with trusted individuals. This openness encourages mutual support and accountability. Collaborate and share resources. When facing obstacles, collaborate with others to brainstorm solutions. Sharing resources, knowledge, and experiences can provide valuable insights that enhance your ability to navigate challenges. In conclusion, anticipating obstacles is a vital skill that can significantly enhance your resilience and ability to thrive in the face of adversity. By embracing the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, building mental resilience, cultivating adaptability, and creating a strong support network, you can prepare yourself to confront life's challenges with confidence and grace. Remember that obstacles are not merely hindrances but opportunities for growth and self-discovery. As you adopt the teachings of Stoicism, you will find that by preparing for challenges, you empower yourself to navigate life's uncertainties and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever. Embrace the journey ahead, knowing that every obstacle can become a stepping stone toward personal growth and fulfillment. 9. Living according to nature, authentic existence. In the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the profound idea of living according to nature. This principle emphasizes aligning our actions and values with our true selves and the natural world around us. By embracing the Stoic tenet, we can cultivate a sense of authenticity that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius stated, you have to keep yourself simple, pure, serious, unpretentious, a friend of justice, a lover of wisdom, and one who does not let his thoughts stray from the truth. This quote encapsulates the essence of living authentically and in harmony with the natural order. Understanding the concept of nature. The Stoics believed that nature encompasses both the natural world and human nature. To live according to nature means to understand and accept our inherent human traits, desires, and limitations. It involves recognizing our connection to the universe and embracing the cycles of life that affect us all. For example, consider the changing seasons. Just as nature goes through cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, so do we as individuals. By acknowledging these cycles in our own lives, we can cultivate patience and acceptance. When faced with setbacks or challenges, we can remind ourselves that these experiences are part of our natural development and growth. Embracing authenticity. Living authentically means being true to oneself and acting in alignment with your core values and beliefs. In a world that often pressures us to conform to societal expectations, embracing authenticity can be a radical act. The Stoics encouraged individuals to reflect on their values and make choices that resonate with their true selves. Self-reflection. Take time to engage in deep self-reflection. Ask yourself questions such as, what values are most important to me? What I aspire to achieve in my life? How can I align my actions with my values? For example, if you value creativity but find yourself in a job that stifles your artistic expression, consider how you can integrate creative outlets into your life. This might involve pursuing hobbies, collaborating with like-minded individuals, or even seeking a career that aligns more closely with your passions. Silencing external noise. In our hyperconnected world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by external opinions and expectations. To live authentically, it's essential to silence this noise and focus on your inner voice. As Epictetus advised, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By tuning into your own thoughts and feelings, you can navigate life with a clearer sense of purpose. Setting boundaries. Establishing boundaries is a vital aspect of living authentically. Communicate your needs and limits to others, and don't be afraid to say no to situations that compromise your values or well-being. For instance, if you find yourself overwhelmed by social obligations, consider prioritizing time for self-care and reflection instead. Cultivating self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of living according to nature. It allows us to understand our emotions, motivations, and reactions, enabling us to respond thoughtfully to life's challenges. The Stoics believed that self-awareness leads to greater wisdom and clarity of purpose. Mindfulness practices. Incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine can enhance self-awareness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Techniques such as meditation, journaling, or mindful breathing can help you develop a deeper understanding of your inner landscape. For example, imagine you're feeling anxious about an upcoming event. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your anxious thoughts without attaching judgment. You might notice, I feel anxious about speaking in public, and then gently redirect your focus to your breath. This practice helps you gain insight into your emotions and reduces the power they hold over you. Seeking feedback. Engaging in honest conversations with trusted friends or mentors can provide valuable insights into your behavior and actions. Constructive feedback can help you identify areas for growth and reinforce your commitment to living authentically. Approach these conversations with an open mind and be willing to reflect on the feedback received. For instance, if a close friend shares their perspective on your communication style, consider their insights as an opportunity to enhance your interpersonal skills rather than as a personal criticism. Living in harmony with nature. Living according to nature also involves recognizing our interconnectedness with the world around us. The Stoics emphasized the importance of understanding our role within the larger tapestry of life. By embracing this interconnectedness, we can cultivate compassion and empathy for others. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that helps us appreciate the beauty of life and our place within it. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for, whether it's the support of loved ones, the beauty of nature, or the lessons learned from challenges. This practice encourages a positive mindset and reinforces our connection to the world. Environmental awareness. Living in harmony with nature extends beyond our personal lives. It encompasses our relationship with the environment. Stoicism encourages us to be mindful of our impact on the planet and to make choices that promote sustainability and conservation. Simple actions such as reducing waste, recycling, and supporting eco-friendly initiatives allow us to align our behaviors with the principles of Stoicism. For example, consider starting a small garden or engaging in local environmental cleanup efforts. These actions not only promote sustainability but also foster a deeper connection to the natural world. Embracing simplicity. In a consumer-driven society, it is easy to become entangled in the pursuit of material possessions and external validation. However, Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment comes from within. Embracing simplicity allows us to focus on what truly matters and live in accordance with our values. Decluttering your life. Consider decluttering both your physical and mental space. Eliminate items and commitments that no longer serve you. This process can create room for the things that truly matter, allowing you to focus on your core values and passions. Prioritizing meaningful relationships. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Invest time in nurturing relationships that align with your values and contribute to your personal growth. Quality connections are far more fulfilling than superficial interactions. Living with intent. Make conscious choices about your time and energy. Prioritize activities and commitments that align with your authentic self. For instance, if you value health, consider incorporating regular exercise and nutritious meals into your routine. By living with intent, you reinforce your commitment to authenticity. In conclusion, living according to nature is a fundamental Stoic principle that encourages authenticity, self-awareness, and harmony with the world around us. By embracing this tenet, we can cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment in our lives. Through self-reflection, practicing mindfulness, and fostering meaningful relationships, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Remember that true strength lies in being true to yourself and aligning your actions with your core values. As you adopt the teachings of Stoicism and live authentically, you will find that life becomes a more meaningful and enriched experience. Embrace the journey of living according to nature and discover the profound impact it can have on your overall well-being and sense of fulfillment. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic philosophy and its practical applications in navigating life's challenges, let us reflect on the invaluable lessons we've learned. Throughout this journey, we have discovered that Stoicism offers us powerful tools for mastering our emotions, building resilience, and living authentically. By applying these principles, we can transform our lives, finding tranquility amidst the chaos of modern existence. First and foremost, we learned the importance of having a firm purpose. Like a compass guiding us through turbulent waters, a clear sense of purpose anchors us in our values, enabling us to navigate challenges with confidence. As Epictetus wisely stated, difficulties show a person's character. When we face obstacles, our commitment to our purpose reveals our true strength and resilience. We also explored the significance of diligence and commitment. By nurturing our purpose with consistent effort, we can turn aspirations into reality. The Stoics teach us that perseverance in the face of adversity is essential. Remember Seneca's words, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." By preparing ourselves and remaining diligent, we create the conditions for success, even when faced with setbacks. In our journey, we delved into emotional control and mindfulness, recognizing that while we cannot always control external events, we can master our reactions. The Stoic practice of mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, empowering us to respond with clarity instead of impulsiveness. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This empowerment is crucial in cultivating emotional resilience. We also emphasized the importance of guarding our minds against negativity and external influences. In today's fast-paced world, it is essential to set mental boundaries and surround ourselves with positivity. By practicing gratitude and engaging in uplifting conversations, we can create an environment that fosters growth and well-being. Furthermore, we discussed handling criticism with grace. Rather than viewing criticism as a personal attack, we learned to see it as an opportunity for growth. By seeking constructive insights and practicing emotional detachment, we can respond thoughtfully and emerge stronger from these experiences. As we continue to confront fear and shame, we recognize that these emotions are part of the human experience. By practicing self-compassion and embracing vulnerability, we can transform these feelings into catalysts for personal growth. Remember, as Epictetus stated, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This perspective empowers us to confront our fears and shame with resilience. Finally, we explored the principle of living according to nature, embracing authenticity, self-awareness, and our connection to the world around us. By living in alignment with our true selves, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment and purpose. The journey toward authenticity is ongoing, and each step brings us closer to a life of meaning. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism, I invite you to carry these lessons into your daily life. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and let it guide you toward emotional mastery and inner peace. If you found value in this video, please take a moment to subscribe to the Stoic Vivu channel, where we delve deeper into the teachings of Stoic philosophy and practical applications for modern living. Like and share this content with others who may benefit from the transformative power of Stoicism. Together, let us continue this journey of wisdom and well-being, fostering resilience and tranquility in our lives. Thank you for being part of this exploration. Stay strong, stay grounded, and keep striving for wisdom as you navigate the beautiful complexities of life.